You desire to be successful. You desire to grow. You desire to be rich. You desire to win. Your success, your growth, your victories, your wealth all lies in three things. Number one, what you stop. Number two, what you start. Number three, what you continue to do. The order in which I gave those three things is very important. Back to your list of 10. 10 things you will stop in 10 years. 10 things you will start in 10 years. And 10 things you will do consistently. What 10 things would you have stopped in 10 years that you are so sure that you will stop them? It could be anything. It could be overeating. For some people, it could be eating junk. For some people, it could be lazing around, screen time, too much screen time. For some people, whatever it is that you're going to stop, you make a list of 10 things. You are sure that these 10 things are stopping you. See, if you don't stop them, they will stop you. So you need to look at your life currently and say, hey, what are the things that are probably stopping me? And then you make a list of those things that causes them. So you put them down and you stop them. Second one is, what are the 10 things that you will start? The easiest way to do this is to look at somebody who is a picture of the kind of future that you want to have. You know, this person is already living in a reality that you desire. And then what are the things they do that you need to start? So you now make a list of 10 again. I don't want you to work with more than 10 things for 10 years because consistency is the game changer. And if you're doing too much, you can't be consistent. Just pick a few things that will work for you. I would read a lot, whatever you decide, the 10 things that you decide, you pick those things and you go for them. So what 10 things you do consistently for 10 years? You'd also take your notebook and put them down. I want to ask a question, and I'm going to take you through a case study. It's very important. It's a case study of Arsenal versus Manchester City. Why do some people win and others lose? But let me start by saying winners and losers share the exact same goals. They want to be rich, they want to be slim, they want to be liked by others. This is a mentality. People that become rich and people that don't both want to be rich. People that lose weight and people that don't lose weight both want to lose weight. People that are liked by others and those that are not liked by others both want to be liked by others. That's what we're trying to identify. I'm trying to present to you what is called the similarities in goals, but the differences in outcomes. Usually, every business starts with an idea of becoming successful, but some become successful and some fail. It's called similarity in goals, differences in outcomes. Arsenal versus Manchester City. Arsenal 5, Manchester City 1. It was a historic day. It's probably one of the biggest successes of Mikel Arteta's career. He beat his mentor, Pep Guardiola. I want to examine with football how this happens. Both teams had the intention to win. Both teams came to the pitch to win. They set their team up to win. They made their decision on the best 11. They selected the best crop of players that were in the squad. You know, they all came together with one obsession, with one goal: win the match. But only one team left with 3 points. We're about to look at some interesting facts here. Number one, intention does not decide your destiny. The fact that they came to win did not mean that they would win. They had the intention to win. The players, the coaches, everybody, they had the intention to win the match, but they did not win. That's from City, but Arsenal did. So intention does not decide the destiny. And you know what? Interestingly, City, I remember there was a guy called Rodri who used to say in City then that Arsenal does not play to win matches, they play to draw. Arsenal does not play City to win. They play to draw. They play to win. Guess what? They lost. They had the intention to win, but they lost. So intention does not decide destiny. You might have the intention to succeed. You might have the intention to build a phenomenal business. You might have the intention to build an amazing career, but your intention does not decide your outcome. It does not decide your destiny. Second one, history does not decide destiny. Guess what? For the past how many seasons, it has always been the other way around. City beat Arsenal 3-1, beat Arsenal 4-1, beat Arsenal 5-2, beat Arsenal, beat Arsenal, beat Arsenal. But all that history did not matter in the moment. Your history does not decide your destiny. It doesn't matter how much you failed. It doesn't matter what background you're coming from. It doesn't matter what you're doing right now or what you did in the past. It matters more what you decide to do from today. So history does not decide your destiny. It's okay. Put it all aside. You're now part of the Rage Circle. We're about to rewrite your history and change your story together. And the third one, very important to note, prophecy does not decide destiny. Because there's one popular prophet on Instagram that came out and said Arsenal is going to lose that match by 4-0. But guess what? Arsenal won by 5-1. It does not matter what anyone else has said. It matters more what you do. So intention does not decide your destiny. History does not decide your destiny. Prophecy does not decide your destiny. What then decides destiny? So the first thing I want to talk about is vision. Vision, very profound. Now, I used different people to explain different parts of my teachings. For vision, I want to talk about Nelson Mandela. Now, this is somebody that finds himself, he spent 27 years in the prison, yet he never abandoned the vision of a democratic South Africa. You can be in any sort of prison right now. Any sort of prison. You can be struggling with something, you can find yourself stuck, you can find yourself, in a situation that may not favor you, whatever the case may be. It does not mean that you should kill the vision. What are you seeing? Because your vision can outlive any circumstance you find yourself in, and you need to continue to see. But seeing is not enough, that's the truth, but it is a starting point. To build a future, you must see it first. And if you have not been able to see the kind of future you want for your business, the kind of future you want for your career, to put it down, to break it down, to take a pen and paper and write the vision and make it plain enough. If you've not been able to do that, then forget achieving anything. What kind of vision do you have for your family? What kind of vision do you have for your career? What kind of vision do you have for your life? What are you seeing? So if you really can't see anything, then you're not going to hold anything in your hands, because your sight provides light and drives you in the right direction towards your future. If you can't see a future, you can't build it. And Nelson Mandela pictured that perfectly, because not only did he see a future, he was stuck in prison and he did not give up on that future. So one of the things that decides your destiny is vision. If you don't give prophecy permission, it won't affect your destiny. History can affect you positively. There are people that are from a good background, there are people that are from all of that, And if you don't give it permission, it won't affect you positively. Intentions also, they need your permission. Desire is never enough. You need to design, you need to draw a picture, you need to write it clearly. What kind of future do you want for your business? What kind of career do you desire? What kind of person do you want to be? What kind of dad do you want to be? What kind of husband do you want to be? What kind of wife do you want to be? What kind of child do you want to be? What kind of partner do you want to be? What kind of colleague do you want to be? What kind of founder do you want to be? What kind of CEO do you want to be? Think about your life generally. It's a circle. That's the whole idea. A circle because it goes round your entire life. It's not just one aspect. So you'll find me talking about, I was on a video the other day with Arike. I was talking about relationships, and everybody was shocked, like, which one be this now? Relationship coach. Yes, it's a circle. We're developing people all around. All around. Okay, so the second thing I want to talk about are your decisions. And you see, the thing is, you come to a class like this and you leave extremely motivated and inspired. But that is not enough. Your decisions are powerful. What decisions are you going to make because you came here today? That's what you want to think about. In 94, JB, he noticed that the internet usage was growing 2,300% per year. Please, I'll first ask the question, what are you noticing? What are you noticing? I am beginning to notice, for instance, the huge transition to virtual communities. It's happening right before our eyes. Guess what? In a very short time, you're going to have a lot of people doing everything in the virtual space. It's happening gradually. It's still far, but I mean intensely, crazily. So I hope you're building something virtual. And he left his prestigious career. This guy was a top dog on Wall Street, top dog. And he built an online bookstore. And guess what happens? That's Amazon. Today, one of the largest companies in the history of humanity and entrepreneurship, all from a decision and from clear eyes. He could see. There's a way we've made vision very mystical, that you have to lock yourself up in a room and put off the light, and then your inner eyes open up, and then you start to see. No. Sometimes vision is you just looking at raw data and being able to predict the direction of things, where the future is headed. Sometimes that's vision. And you're able to then draw intelligence from what you're seeing and build something out of it. That's what he did. So it moves from vision to decision. So what decision are you making because of what you're seeing? That alone is powerful enough to decide your destiny. Next one is faith. Do you have faith? Faith is the ability to stay in action in the presence of contradiction, the ability to stay in line with what you have decided based on the vision you have seen, even though there are contradictory circumstances around you. That's faith. I did not spiritualize faith here. I gave you a very practical view of what faith is. It applied to Abraham, it applied to everyone. And here is J.K. Rowling. 12 publishers rejected Harry Potter. She had one goal: to write the book Harry Potter. She visited 12 publishers and they told her that what she was doing was shit. Nobody's going to read that. Guess what? She's worth over $1 billion today. Faith is what keeps you going in the midst of rejection. You need to be present when I teach on handling rejection. The only way to handle rejection is faith. And see, I'll teach it both from the biblical perspective and I'll teach it from the business perspective. Faith is universal. You can't do business, you can't do life without faith. You can't even please God without faith. So what are you talking about? Faith, we don't joke with it. Next one is action. You see, execution supersedes intention. So I want to build a community of people who are disciplined. I want to grow. I want to become successful. I want to build that community. That's what I want to do. Oh my God, I want to build a community. I want to. 5 years has passed. I want to build a community. 10 years has passed. I want to build a community. 15 years don't pass. You are still wanting to. Execution trumps intention. Start building the community. I said at the beginning that the target was 1 million Africans. We're 200. I am not discouraged. I'm pumped. I'm ready to go. The same energy, the same vibe, the same consistency, the same level of teaching. It will be 1 million on this platform. You will be alive to celebrate it. Conferences all over the world, speaking to people all over the world, shaking hands with people, entering nations, presidents are welcoming us. You'll be alive to celebrate it. We will build this continent. Nothing will stop us. Resolute decision to execute. Think about the story of these amazing sisters, Serena Williams and Venus. They practice tennis 6 hours a day from childhood. That is crazy. 6 hours a day. Let me tell you something. These sisters, they used to practice for 6 hours a day. 6 hours a day in 10 days is 60 hours. Do you invest that much in your development? Can you brag of investing at least 1 hour a day in your development? 2 hours. So that in 10 days you would have done 20. In 20 days you would have done 40. In 30 days you would have done 60. Can you brag of investing 60 hours a month in developing yourself? But what you will do is you will do 24 hours straight and you will now be tired. You will not come and develop yourself till 10 months. And they did it. So their success was not about talent alone. It was a daily intentional repetition. They just kept going. They just kept going every day. Serena Williams, guys, she won 23 Grand Slam titles. 23. The only reason why Venus did not win 23 is because of Serena. Guys, and super thanks to their dad, Richard. You should go see the movie. He invested that time with them. That's a lesson as a parent. It's a lesson as a parent. I hope you're willing to invest time and don't go and be teaching what the teachers are teaching in school. So I've talked about a few things and now I'm moving to another one. The company that you keep. The company that you keep can decide your destiny. But I want to tell you about two people, interestingly, who had different skill sets. Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak. One had vision, understood marketing, branding, sales. The other one was just an engineering vision. Together, they created Apple, the first company to do $1 trillion, I think, in the world, by two people with different skill sets coming together. I see a lot of content where people say friendship is not for, you cannot say if your friends cannot do this, you cannot. I see a lot of those content online. I'm not the type of person that will set ring light and now say, I saw this video and I want to, I'm not going to do that. But this is my community. I'm going to tell you guys, please, any network that does not work towards your net worth is a trap. Go and read about the crab principle. It says that as soon as one is trying to come out, the others will pull it down. I do not undermine the place of various types of relationships. I always talk about it. People above you, the upline. People below you, the downline. All of them have roles. And then you have people on your level, the online. They have roles in your life. If you are building, associate with builders. Yes. If you decide to be a pillar, associate with pillars. Consistency. The problem is We want our results the way the microwave warms our food. We want to see our results that quick. And because of that, we always do not get anything because we kill things too quick before they can even survive. You cannot give birth to a child and say, this will be a great child. And at 4 months, you're already saying, why am I not seeing greatness in this child? Uh-uh. Wait till the child is 30 now. It's for an appointed time. Oh. Somebody will say, if child will be great, there will be signs. I agree. What if you can't see? What if you can't see the signs? What if you don't even understand the kind of greatness? You need to give things time, consistency over decades. It compounds. Things multiply with consistency. Your results will accelerate with consistency. Boom! My example for this is a guy called Warren Buffett. Started investing at 11 years old. Lucky guy. His real fortune did not explode until his 50s and 60s. I don't know many people on this call that can do just one thing for 40 plus years. 90% of his wealth came after age 50. Many of you would have given up because you want result now. You can't wait. You have seen another person getting results, so you want your own now too. No, that person's own might not stay. Oh, it might not stay. It might not be alive by the time your own comes. I would rather have my results tomorrow than have them yesterday. So you give 1 year to something and you say it has failed. 1 year. Embrace consistency. Because by the time you hit year 15, your results are compounding. Don't quit too early. Stay alive. You can rewrite the story. Stay alive. There was a war, huge war. Hitler and Churchill. Was it Churchill? Yeah, I think so. Um, and he said, "Is whoever is alive that will write the story." And so when you read the story from his own point of view, he's the hero. Hitler was powerless because he's dead. He can't come and counter him. Can't argue. Warren Buffett's biggest business lesson to anyone who cares to listen is that you should stay alive. Keep your career alive long enough for it to reward you with compounding interest. Stay on the course long enough to be rewarded with compounding interest. This is a plea. This is a plea. The next one is luck, which is called prepared opportunity. Luck is prepared opportunity. The opportunity is waiting for you. You receive the opportunity and maximize it based on your preparation. I'll use none else but the famous Oprah Winfrey. She was fired from her first job. She was told she was unfit as a television. This woman became the face of TV. The same woman that was fired from her job. But an opportunity came after she was fired from her job. She went ahead, to develop herself and build herself. And she did not take that rejection as a sign to quit. So she built herself, she prepared herself, and guess what happens? Gets another opportunity, and she shows who she truly is, shows what she's meant to be. And that's how she became the face of TV. Luck is huge. If you've ever read Psychology of Money, you can go and read it to understand the power of luck in wealth. How is it that the only school where they had computers is the school that Bill Gates and his other friends went to? They had computers, decouple them and experiment with them, and look at what they've created. They were lucky. Next one I want to talk about is risk. I'm giving you the things that decide destiny. What risk are you going to take? What risks are you taking? This gentleman, who is the richest man on earth today, Elon Musk, he sold PayPal for 180 million. Now, another person is going to make that kind of money and cash out for the rest of their life and not do anything again. Trust me, it's a lot of money. Is over 200 billion naira. He invested almost all of it into Tesla, SpaceX, Solar City. That he went bankrupt. He invested to go bankrupt. It was a big risk. At the time, please, electric, what? Who will be buying electric cars? We see electric cars now in Nigeria too. We're excited. But at the time, who cares about electric cars? But this guy invested that much money going to space, building Solar City. Wow! I hope you are ready to take risk for your destiny. Making a decision to do whatever you decide to do is a risk. Everything is a risk. I like using the example of the Russian roulette. It's a game. You load a gun and then you have one bullet, just one bullet in the gun, and you start to shoot. You shoot yourselves. Let's say you're five and there are five chambers in the gun. And so you start to shoot. Whoever is unlucky enough at the point at which you're shot dies. Every day we're playing the Russian roulette, every single day with our lives. We're playing the Russian roulette. I drove safely to this place today. That was a risk. Somewhere in the world, someone has had an accident this morning and has died. If you say you're not going to take risk, I'm trying to tell you, you're already taking risk. Just by living, you're already taking risk every day. So you got to take the right risk that will push you towards your destiny. Take risk for your destiny. What kind of destiny do you want to have? What are the risks that you need to take to have that destiny? Next one is discipline. You cannot be consistent without discipline. You cannot be successful without consistency. So you have to put all of this together. Oh, discipline is powerful, guys. You know, one of the greatest footballers that has ever lived is Cristiano Ronaldo. Amazing guy. He has a very strict diet. This guy gets to the gym before everyone and he lives after everyone. There was a famous video I saw of I think it was some guy Adebayo talking about him or somebody, and he was like, he made up his mind that I was going to be the first person to get to training, and he got to the gym and the light was already on. He was hearing sounds of someone walking out, and he got in there and it was Ronaldo. Guess what? In the team at the time, he was the highest paid player, was the most achieved player, he was the star player, but he was working like he was the lowest. Discipline is the ability to continue to do what you said you would do. That's discipline. After your motivation fades, it's discipline that keeps you going. The motivation you are going to get from this session will last for a few hours, and then we'll see whether you have discipline. And finally, skill development and capacity. Destiny obeys competence. A lot of people have luck, they have opportunity, they have the right relationships, but they are incompetent. They have zero competence. People come to you and they say, "What are you doing? How are you able to do?" And I list out things for them and I tell them what to do. Many of them have not done it. I don't want to go into deep examples. I have a lot. A lot of these people till now have not done it. And they expect to have my results. And mostly, they always just believe that it is too easy. This guy is not telling us what it is. This guy is not, there must be something. There is nothing, no. I don't have deals. I don't have deals. No deals. This is a public platform, so I'm saying it. There is no deal. I don't have any deal with governments, nothing. I no get. Now God I get. And I get God. Then I have put into practice these things I'm sharing with you. Try it. I want to challenge you today. Try it. Skill, you need to develop it. You need to. Kobe Bryant, the guy that was famous for the Mamba mentality. This guy trains at 4 a.m. He practices thousands of shots daily. Thousands of shots daily. He would obsessively study his opponents. He had 5 NBA championships, 18 All-Star selections. He's one of the greatest basketballers ever. Destiny bows to mastery. I know that we are very famous for saying God does not choose the qualified, he chooses he qualifies the chosen. I understand. Please, as long as you are chosen by God, choose yourself also by developing yourself. Don't unselect yourself by being incompetent. So, destiny, in closing, is not decided by desire, guys. You can desire a type of destiny, a type of future, a type of destination for your life, for your business, for your career, for your success, for whatever it is that you want. You can decide that. But the decisions you make, the discipline you keep, the risk you take, the people you work with, the actions you repeat, even when nobody's watching, the luck that comes to you, how you keep in faith, all of those things are the things that decide your destiny. And I hope that I have been able to present to you for this first session valid lessons that would help you and will change your journey and will help you and move you closer to destiny. This is me saying thank you for joining.